GMR, after the cleanup of the structure, it's now basically one of the largest airport operators in the world. As the regulatory reset comes through, which will happen over the, in terms of what they get paid, there's a meaningful upside to EBITDA as they go forward. And I think this was because of the history of the group with the other infra assets, which now have been cleaned out. I think this was a little bit less recognized, we thought. And I think that also puts some sort of value on enterprises because Delhi Airport, if that is worth 10 billion plus, by the way, we feel that could be worth a multiple of that because you still have passenger growth running at mid-teens. We have talked about airports of Thailand. We talked about some of the other airports, Sydney Airport, large sort of comparable airports. We feel there's not only passenger growth, but also the ability to develop real estate, et cetera, around that, which historically was not as fully monetized as they're planning to do now. So we feel that there's meaningful upside in these assets. And as you know, these are very long tail assets. Airlines come and go. Indigo is a fantastic airline, but airports, if they're reasonably well run, have a very, very long tail. So we feel that they should not only have very stable growth, but also will trade at probably higher multiples on a long-term basis.
You were talking about the Mumbai airport, the Adani airport,
yes.
Housed within it. So just, could you just run us through that once again? What's the valuation argument there? And how does it connect with your investment logic in GMR?
So as you know, they own 6 airports, and Navi Mumbai would probably be done end of this year. It may end of this year or maybe early next year, but it'll become the largest airport as such in the world with passenger volume growth running at mid-teens. And there are other sort of abilities to monetize around that, because I think if you look at Zurich Airport has monetized a lot of different things around Zurich. Same thing for Paris. Same thing, less for Frankfurt. So there's a lot of ability to monetize not only the passenger, but also the revenue which can be generated in the ecosystem as such. If you put reasonable valuations that at that point last year, as you know, when we bought the first tranche of Adani Enterprises, we thought the airport itself was worth more than the company. And the copper business is coming online maybe in a few months, probably 6 months. That could be $1 billion plus EBITDA alone. So I think when you add these up, we thought we were getting basically everything else for free. Not to mention, the management. If you look at Gautam Adani's track record, his track record is phenomenal in terms of creating value. So just the airport itself was worth more than enterprise we thought. And now, if you look at the other things that have come up. So the funny thing about some of these names is that the earnings growth in last 12 months, basically 12 months or so since our first investment, has been quite fantastic. Versus what we were expecting March, April. So the delivery has been quite remarkable. So I think that's an important part because the whole infrastructure space in general has delivered very strong returns.